Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to talk here a little bit about embracing addiction. You've all heard, I'm sure, that we are creatures of habit, and we are. You get in the habit of doing something, you will continue to do that. I read an article one time that said it takes 2 to 3 weeks to create a habit, and adversely, it takes 2 to 3 weeks to get rid of a habit. So your habits are your addictions. If you're used to eating a great amounts of food, donuts, or going to the refrigerator every little bit and grabbing a sandwich of some sort or something to eat, then you will gain massive amounts of weight. I think the largest man that ever existed was, that ever lived, was like 1,200 pounds. I think the largest woman was like 1,000 or 1,100 pounds, something like that. They couldn't get out of bed. They couldn't even get out of their house. And it was a horrible, horrible lifestyle. So we are creatures of habit. We are creatures of addiction, because a habit is nothing more than an addiction. People may say, well, that's not true, because in addiction it has a physical component as well as a mental component. Well, that's true. I agree. Addictions do have a physical component and a mental component. But I'll tell you right now that if you've got an addiction of a healthy lifestyle, like jogging or running, then there's a physical component attached to it also. One of them is your body, when you run or jog, your body produces a dopamine, which is like a drug that gives you a really, really good high feeling. And I've heard a lot of joggers and runners in the past say that, hey, I don't need to take drugs. If I want to get high, I just go out and run a few miles, and the body produces that dopamine, and as a result, you get that really good feeling like you were taking drugs. Also, another thing about jogging or running, if you get in the habit of it and you get yourself in shape, then if you quit, you will feel like you need to get out and do it because you're in a habit. I mean, there'll be a mental urge to get out and do it. Another thing is, if you're in a habit of running and jogging in really good physical shape, if you don't run or jog for 2 or 3 days and you're really used to doing it, you'll start getting leg cramps. So yes, there are physical components to even good addictions. Now, if you're used to smoking, for example, your body craves that nicotine and gets in your bloodstream, and your body craves that. But you may be sitting at the table with an ashtray there and your cigarette's right next to you, and you've just smoked a cigarette, so your body's really not craving the addiction. But as a creature of habit, you will just reach over and pick one up and light one up. So it's a unconscious thing that you'll just reach over and do that. And of course, if you've got an addiction of eating a lot or taking drugs or whatever, you're going to do that. I mean, because you're in a habit of doing it. So what you need to do is you need to embrace the fact that you're an addictive type being, that you will get addicted to things. And you need to switch out your bad addictions for your good addictions. So instead of going to the refrigerator and getting something to eat, you need to get out and go walking, or get out and go hiking, or get out and go jogging. And but don't go cold turkey. Reward yourself. If you're used to eating a box of donuts a day or every couple of days, then cut down and say, I'm going to go out and go for a hike, and when I get home from that hike, I'm going to have a donut. So you reward yourself. And the same is true with smoking. If you want to quit smoking, just gradually ease into another good addictive behavior, whether it be swimming, jogging, hiking, running, lifting weights, bodybuilding, canoeing, fishing, hunting, whatever it is. Move into something that is a good addiction, and get in the habit of doing that, and you will want to do that. Like I said earlier, and I've said in the past, the good news is it takes like 2 to 3 weeks to create a new habit, and conversely, it takes 2 to 3 weeks to get rid of an old habit. So embrace addictions, change your bad addictions to good addictions. And one way of doing that is to start associating with people that are doing the things that you want to get into. Start, if you want to get into jogging and running, start talking to people that do that, and start associating with people that do that. And you'll gradually get into that. Of course, everyone knows, and it's been said time and time again, if you're a drug addict and you get off drugs, if you don't get away from the people that you were associating with before that were doing drugs and so forth, you're going to get right back into them. So you've got to associate with people that are doing the things that are good for you, and is not going to harm your physical body, not going to put hundreds of pounds of weight on you so you can't move and so you can't be attractive to the opposite sex, and you won't feel good, you won't feel like doing anything, you want to lay in bed all day long. And drugs, of course, you're just going to stay stoned all the time, and I'm just going to be looking for that next high. Now, if you get into jogging or running, that next high is going to become the next time you go out and jog 2 or 3 miles, because your body's going to produce that dopamine and give you the same effect as if you were actually smoking a joint. So embrace the fact that you are an addictive person, that you're subject to addiction, just like every human being is, and change bad addictions, things that are doing bad things to your body, such as alcohol and drugs and overeating, to things that will do good things for your body. Now let me say, first of all, that there's nothing wrong with eating, as long as you eat a balanced diet and don't overeat. And the same thing is true like with jogging or running. I mean, jogging or running is good for you, but we all know that you can over-exercise yourself to death. You can over-diet. People have actually died from dieting. They just keep losing weight, keep losing weight, keep losing weight on a diet, and they get in this mental state that, hey, I gotta lose more weight, gotta lose more weight. You gotta know when to quit. You gotta know when to quit eating. You gotta know when to quit jogging or exercising. You shouldn't be exercising 24 hours a day. So you got to draw a happy medium. Also, if you get into like hunting or fishing, I mean, you got to go to work. You got to make money to pay the rent and pay the mortgage, whatever. So you can't go hunting and hunt 7 days a week, 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day or whatever. You got to make some money to pay the bills. And the same is true with fishing. So switch your bad addictions for your good addictions. Realize that you're a human being and that you're subject to addiction, and embrace the fact that you will get addicted to things, and get addicted to the good things in life, things that will not burn your liver, ruin your health, such as overeating or alcohol, and also ruin your family life and ruin you financially and so forth. So get addicted to the good, positive things: hiking, fishing, hunting, jogging, archery, playing golf, whatever it is you want to do. But get out there and get active, and start doing the things in life that are good for you, and get away from the bad things like drinking and overeating and doing drugs. So I hope this little video helps you understand a little bit about it, addiction, and the fact that we're all subject to it. I smoked for like 45, 50 years, and I just went cold turkey and got rid of it because I knew I was going to die the next day if I didn't quit, because it was doing such a job on me, such a job on my health. And I haven't smoked now for about 15 years, maybe about 20 years, and I feel great. So comes a point in time where you got to kick your drug habit, you got to kick that overeating habit, you got to kick that alcohol, because if you don't, it's going to kill you. You're going to wind up needing a liver transplant, or you're going to wind up with diabetes, or having a heart attack at a young age, or dying of a drug overdose. So please, everybody, change your bad addictions for good addictions, and live life, enjoy your family, enjoy all the wonderful, wonderful things here on the planet that there is to enjoy. And I hope you folks have a wonderful day, and I hope this message out there helps someone who is addicted to some bad things, and also helps family members, maybe help that person and give them a little guidance as to how they can get away from the bad things that they're doing that's killing them financially and physically and emotionally, and ruining their family life. So thanks a lot. Please subscribe if you like my videos, and I hope you folks have a wonderful day. Thanks.